Imagine waking up to find your personal data, names, addresses, even government IDs, stolen, not by hackers breaking in, but by insiders letting them in. This is the story of how Coinbase, a titan in the crypto world, faced a betrayal that money couldn't fix. In 2025, a group of overseas support agents, paid to help customers, turned rogue and sold access to nearly 100,000 identities. The attackers didn't need a virus or a zero-day exploit. They just needed one weak link and a fat crypto bribe. The result? An explosive data leak, a $20 million ransom demand, and the kind of chaos that sent shockwaves through the cybersecurity world. The masterminds, faceless, nameless, vanished without a trace and still out there. You're watching Untold and Unsolved stories. Stick around, because this rabbit hole goes deeper than you think. In May 2025, Coinbase made headlines, not because their systems were hacked or code cracked, but because their people were tricked. Hackers targeted Coinbase overseas third-party support agents by pretending to be confused customers needing help. These weren't just ordinary users, they were skilled social engineers, baiting agents into casual chats and offering crypto bribes disguised as tips. Without using zero-day exploits, malware, or any sophisticated hacking techniques, the attackers relied purely on conversation to build trust, posing as recruiters, insiders, or customers in encrypted chats. When one or more agents accepted the bribes, they opened the door to Coinbase internal tools. From there, the attackers silently siphoned sensitive data, full names, phone numbers, government IDs, emails, even KYC files. Information on nearly 97,000 Coinbase users was compromised. Once the data started flowing, the damage spread fast. Victims reported SIM swaps, fake account setups, and even deepfake impersonations. Entire digital identities were being duplicated and sold like collectibles. This wasn't just a leak, it was the weaponization of personal data. The attackers demanded $20 million in cryptocurrency, threatening to release the stolen information if Coinbase didn't comply. It wasn't an empty threat. They provided proof, sample data matching real users. Coinbase didn't flinch. Instead of giving in, they flipped the script, offering a $20 million bounty to anyone who could help unmask the attackers. It was a bold, chaotic counterattack. Imagine putting a bounty on the very people who just put one on you. The US Department of Justice joined the hunt, calling it part of a global social engineering campaign targeting high-value tech companies. The FBI's cyber division traced digital fingerprints across several countries. The bribers? Still unknown. But signs pointed to an organized syndicate, not just freelancers with Telegram accounts. Once the breach hit headlines, Coinbase faced an avalanche of legal backlash. At least 6 class action lawsuits accused the company of negligence. Some claimed Coinbase cut costs by outsourcing customer service to low-wage workers vulnerable to bribes. One lawsuit even argued that customers were never told their sensitive data would be handled by third-party contractors in less secure environments. Coinbase, as expected, declined to comment, but promised a sweeping audit of all vendor relationships. Coinbase stated they are conducting a comprehensive review of all third-party vendor relationships to prevent similar breaches in the future. Internally, experts estimate Coinbase may take a $180 to $400 million hit, from legal fees and PR damage to customer payouts and new security infrastructure. But the real loss wasn't in dollars. It was trust. And in the world of crypto, trust is the whole game. Without it, even billion-dollar platforms are just apps on borrowed time. This breach didn't just damage Coinbase's reputation, it exposed a fundamental weakness in the entire crypto ecosystem. Despite blockchain's promise of decentralization, many crypto companies still rely on centralized teams, often underpaid and undertrained, to manage sensitive user data. The Coinbase insider breach wasn't a failure of technology. It was a failure of trust. It showed how even the biggest players can be blindsided by human weakness, where one employee's mistake can snowball into a multi-million-dollar disaster. The incident sparked urgent calls across the industry for greater transparency with contractors, stronger internal audits, and tighter controls on data access. It also shook user confidence, because even two-factor authentication can't stop leaks that come from within. It's a warning to users to stay vigilant, and a challenge to companies to do better. Vet your teams. Secure your systems. And maybe, just maybe, don't hand customer data to someone who thinks ransomware is a brand of energy drink. When one support agent can sell access for a few $100 in Ethereum, no matter how decentralized your protocol is, you're still vulnerable. Coinbase says it's rewriting access policies, tightening third-party controls, and investing in stricter internal monitoring. But even with new protocols, the real questions remain. Who were the insiders that took the bribes? Who orchestrated the operation? And will the crypto world ever be safe from these ghostly insiders? If this story had you questioning your passwords and side-eyeing your phone, smash that like button, subscribe to Untold and Unsolved stories, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Because in a world where even insiders can sell you out, staying informed isn't just smart, it's survival. We've got more wild stories coming.